देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणम्। Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for joining. So, this is the verse that is currently going on from teachings of Queen Kunti. Let there be calamities. Actually, this is one of the very exalted verses. I just pray that, please forgive me if I make any mistakes, and I just pray that it helps me with my purification and it is of some benefit to all the listeners, intended devotees. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So this is विपदः सन्तुतः शश्वत् तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरु भवतो दर्शनं यत् स्यात् अपुनर्भवदर्शनम्. So this is one of the starting prayers which we see in Srimad Bhagavatam by Mata Kunti Maharani. And usually when we pray, what do we ask? What do we seek for in our prayers? Yes, please. Anyone, if you would like to share, what do we usually look forward to when we ask anything in the prayers?
Mercy,
When
Mataji, mercy.
mercy, yes, Mataji, yes. And what else, Mataji? I mean, anything else? If you could just add on to it. So, mercy in the positive way, right, Mataji? That is what we usually look for. But this verse, in this particular verse, Kunti Maharani, she is only asking for calamities. So, in a few classes, I have also heard, I might be wrong, and or I would have misinterpreted. So please correct me if I'm wrong, since it is an open forum also. In the end, please share your opinions also. It's mentioned that Vipadaha San, when we usually make these prayers, to the Lord, Kunti Maharani's prayers, when we make this prayer, Vipadaha Santuta Shashwat, so usually we should not, we should not make this prayer. Vipadaha santuta shashwat tatra tatra jagat guru bhavado darshanam yatsya punar bhavadarshanam. Why? What could be the reason? Why? What do you think? Let there be calamities. Because what we are asking is, we are asking Lord, oh Lord, please give me calamities. Let calamities come in my life. I welcome them. So, do you feel in case if we are going to receive such calamities, we will be able to take it up? We'll be able to handle it in our life, considering the level at which we are.
No, Mataji.
Exactly, Mataji. So, this is something like how exalted Kunti Maharani is. Just think about the calamities she has faced in her life. It's not only just when she was young, with respect to different phases of life, she has seen such kind of calamities. She was, I mean, as a single mother, she was doing the upbringing of her kids, of all the Pandavas. And then there were so many challenges because, with respect to the protection also, because with respect to the life, their life also, protecting their life from different dangers. So that this is what we see, not only with respect to her son, but her daughter-in-law also, isn't it? Draupadi. So this is what we see. But still, how devoted she is that she says, why I want these calamities? Because when these calamities will come again and again, we can see you. And when we see you, obviously there is no repetition of birth and death. Why? Because even you all would have also noticed, I mean, it happens with me when all of us, we would have noticed that whenever there is some kind of problem or some kind of distress that comes in our life, the prayers become intense, isn't it? We start remembering the Lord more, more frequently. The duration increases, that intensity basically increases because we are absorbed in the problem. That is the reason, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
This is so true. And this is why, because this is our nature, this is the nature of this. Since we are in the material world, we are fearful of the situations. So that is the reason why we are seeking the mercy. So, but there is a difference between devotee and a non-devotee. The devotees, as Mataji rightly mentioned, mercy. The devotees, how do they look for it? They, whenever any problem comes, whenever any problem appears, they take it as the mercy of the Lord. So the devotees, how are they seeing it? All of us who have gathered here, uh, from the initial times, it could have changed, because even earlier also, the reason could not be the same, but the way, the perspective changes, since we are in Krishna consciousness now, so we understand what is the devotee's perspective. The devotee always thinks, oh, at least only this much, whatever I have got, it could have been more, the suffering could have been more, but I have received only very little, it is by the mercy of the Lord that He is protecting me. Still, He is protecting me. So this is what is the way of looking towards the calamities by the devotee. And this basically helps us to understand about the gratitude. So how the gratitude is being given to the Lord, and ideally we should always be grateful for each and every single thing, in a few discourses, I have even heard that every day, even when we receive a new day, we should always be grateful that at least we have it, then we should always be thankful, even though we understand this is dukhalayam or shashwatam. But the way the devotee looks to anything, he associates it with the Lord. So Lord Sri Krishna, he is in the center of the activities of the devotees. So we have to start from here. One cannot become happy in that way. So yes, we'll continue from here. Here Kunti Devi speaks of apunarbhava darshanam. Yes, please. Would someone like to volunteer to read this, please?
May I, Mataji?
Yes, please, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavad Pranam.
And with Pranam
Here,
Mataji.
Kunti Devi speaks of Apurna Bhava Darshanam. The prefix means not, and Punar Bhava means repetition of birth and death. The real danger is the repetition of birth and death. That must be stopped. The material world is full of dangers. Padam padam yada vipadam. For example, if one is on the ocean, one may have a very strong ship, but that ship can never be safe because one is at sea. At any time, there may be dangers. The Titanic was safe, but on its first voyage, it sank, and many important men lost their lives. So, danger there must be because we are in a dangerous position. This material world itself is dangerous. Therefore, our business now should be to cross over this sea of danger as soon as possible. As long as we are at sea, we are in a dangerous position. However strong our ship may be, that's a fact. But we should not be disturbed by the sea waves. Instead, we should just try to cross over the sea and get to the other side. That should be our business. As long as we are in this material world, there must be calamities because this is the place of calamity. But even with calamities, our business should be develop our Krishna consciousness so that after giving up this body, we may go back home, back to Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Bol.
Mataji. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mataji. We'll just continue. Paragraph by paragraph. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Kundi Maharani is, she mentions a punarbhava darshana. So basically, punar means again and again, something which is getting repeated. When we add this particular prefix, it is like not, so no repetition. So why, what happens? Because when we are talking about a punarbhava darshanam, it is like the repetition will stop. So if we will have the darshan of the Lord, how the repetition of birth and death will stop? Because ultimately the person is going to attain the association of Lord Shri Krishna in serving the Lord, right? So this is what is mentioned here. The real danger is the repetition of birth and death. That must be stopped. So apunarbhava darshana. And the other meaning is, as we mentioned, as it is stated, very clearly in the verse, that why? Because every time we are seeing you again and again, so they are already in the association of the Lord. They are able to serve the Lord every time, and this is what is required. So it is mentioned that the pure devotees, irrespective of the place they are, every place is a Vrindavan. In case if the pure devotees are present there, because the association of the pure devotees is what matters. So even the material world, here also they are always in the state of samadhi, right? So because it's like the Lord is never away from them. They are always in close association of the Lord. So this is what is meant here. But for a conditioned soul, for a conditioned soul like us, it's very much important that we have to cut through the cycle of repeated birth and death, isn't it? And how is it possible? It is only possible by the mercy of the Guru. So, the Guru, when we talk about Guru, who is a Guru? Who is a spiritual master? They have to be bona fide spiritual masters coming in a disciplic succession, right? So, like we follow Sri Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So, what do we understand? One who has taken the shelter, shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Just give me a minute. Let me go here. Yeah. So how is it possible to just cut through the cycle of birth and death? It is only possible when we come in the shelter of a guru, bona fide spiritual master. So it is mentioned why do we need it? Because this material world, it is full of dangers. Padam padam yat vipadam na tesham, right? So in case if there is an ocean, right, and there is a ship, so they are saying even if there is a very strong ship, it can never be safe. We have seen, there is a live example which is mentioned here about Titanic. The first ship that was, I mean, the largest ship that was created just with the way it was, considered, the kind of steel and the, everything that was used for its manufacturing, the way it was built, it was too strong, but still it sank, and that is why, we feel okay. The person, as it is mentioned in this verse also, a person is always engaged in looking after his needs, ensuring that he will stay protected in future. But we never know what is going to happen in the next moment also, right? Because this is dukhalaya mashashwatam. That is why it is mentioned, it is a place full of dangers. In one of the books I read, in the ocean there are multiple waves, right? So the waves, they keep on coming. So a very beautiful thing which was written in the purport, it was like the tossing will keep on happening. So the person will just be tossed from one wave to another. The tossing within the ocean for the person will keep on happening. You cannot change that. We cannot change it. Even though we feel okay, we are going to make the next day will be a bit safe, just to those kind of we'll be fearless, the next day, that is momentary. That is with respect to the thinking also, it is momentary, because everything in this material world is temporary. So, there was an example, no, earlier it was given that a tiger, if we see a tiger in the dreams, so we understand if it is a dream, then the tiger is also temporary, it is illusory. It is an illusion. Because, but similarly, when we talk about this world, these dangers which we are talking about, and the accumulation that we are doing with respect to everything materially, We are doing it to satisfy this material body, not the soul. It's not affecting the soul. So dangers are not affecting the soul uh, until and unless we commit sinful activities. If a person is committing sinful activities, then if a person is at least intelligent enough to understand that he has committed a sin, then what they will try to do, they will try to do some atonement, right? Just to neutralize those sinful actions. But those, the atonement that is also happening, that is actually, it is also a fruitive activity only, isn't it? So ultimately, a person is not getting rid of that particular tendency, which is only possible by the devotional service of the Lord. So that is why it is mentioned that as long as we are in the sea, however strong the ship is, there is always a danger that we are going to, you know, we are going to get entangled in that. So that is why it is only possible that when we take the shelter of Guru, bona fide spiritual master, because they are the representatives of the Lord. So when we take the shelter of the Guru, then it is possible to cross this ocean. There is a very beautiful analogy that this particular body, this body, human body, is compared to a boat. So this body is a boat, and who is the captain of that particular boat? Who is the captain?
Guru.
Yes, please. Yes, Guru. So the Guru, the bona fide spiritual master, they are the captain of the ship, boat or the ship. So Guru is the captain of the boat, and there are favorable breezes which are guiding us to go in which particular direction the boat should move, continue further. So what are those favorable breezes? They are the instructions of the Guru, instructions of the Lord himself, which are present to us in the form of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. And who helps us to understand them? It is the Guru, the captain of the ship. So we have to, what we need then? We just need the surrender, Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata Beej. So how are we going to get that devotional service or that devotion, or the faith? When our faith is created in the association of the devotees, right? And how is it initiated? Only by Agyat Sukriti, or when by Mahat Sevya, by serving the Guru or the Vaishnavas. So this is the way we understand that how is it possible. And not only that, when we take the shelter of the Guru, since we are talking about the Guru, the bona fide spiritual master. So we understand, right? We in the morning we pray, Yasya prasadan bhagavad prasado, Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. So, in case if we do not satisfy our spiritual master, there is no gati for us, right? Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasada na gati kutopi. There is no gati if the guru is displeased, right? So, I just want to show you something from the Vritrasur episode. In this pastime, what happens? Indra offends his spiritual master Brihaspati. And what happens when Indra offends and why did he offend? Why did he offend his spiritual master or the Guru? So he offends because he disrespects him. He did not get up when Brihaspati comes in the assembly. He was sitting, he was sitting with his wife Shachi Devi. All the different demigods, Gandharvas were there. And when Brihaspati comes, he was too absorbed, he was so much puffed up with his pride and opulence that he did not respect Brihaspati, who is Brihaspati? He is the spiritual master of, yes, please. He is the spiritual
Indra.
master of
Indra.
Indra.
Demigods,
Deva,
yeah,
gods,
Devatas.
Devatas.
demigods. Yes,
Devatas.
Hari Bol. Yes, true. So he's the spiritual master, he's the bona fide spiritual master of the demigods. Indra did not get up. He did not offer any respect, He did not even offer obeisances. And because of this, what happens? Indra and all the demigods, as soon as the demons get to know about this, they start serving their spiritual master with more devotion. And ultimately, they get all the power, and by that power, they were able to, conquer these demigods. So they defeated all the demigods. And not only that, uh, what happens when they go to Lord Brahma? And he understands in this entire past time, during this situation when it is happening, he understands, Indra understands that he committed a mistake, and that he failed to show his respect. And Brihaspati, he understands, and he disappears, because now Indra is not able to find him anywhere. So where does he go? He goes to take the guidance of Lord Brahma. So when he goes to Lord Brahma, so what happens, when Lord Brahma says the demons have become so powerful that they are able to take my position also. And why did it happen? Only because of the service to the Guru. Everything, they became so powerful. Why? Because of serving the Guru, serving the instructions of the spiritual master, which Indra did not follow. I mean, he did not respect his guru. And when we say respecting guru or surrender, surrender to our Lord, ultimately what is that? So when we say we'll be able to understand, it is possible for us to we should take shelter of guru. So it's not just taking the shelter, it means that we should also try to serve the guru. And where it is be like तद्विद्धि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Right? So what do we understand? We have to serve our guru, and we take we should take shelter of the guru, and then we inquire submissively from our guru, right? But we have to serve them first, right? Submissively. And that is the reason when the guru is happy, the all the power, the person gets empowered. So this is the power, of our parampara, that what are we following? We follow the concept of dasanu dasa, isn't it? So being the servant of the servant of Lord, isn't it? So thus we understand that when we serve our Guru, these days, I hope everyone must be aware that book distribution marathons are going on in so many places, across locations it is happening. So how is it happening? It is only happening because every single devotee who are going with respect to the book distribution, they are being empowered by the acharyas and by Srila Prabhupada. This is the power of Guru. This is the power of the entire Guru Parampara, our bona fide disciplic succession. So that is what is that we should understand. And as long as we are in this material world, there must be calamities. Why? Because it is dukhalayam ashashvatam. So it's like, see, there are two sides of one coin, or it's like happiness and distress. If happiness is there, distress won't come. Distress is there, happiness won't be there, right? But ultimately, both of them are going to appear. So in one of the verses by Sri Prahlad Maharaj, it is also mentioned, right, that the way distress appears, I mean, similarly, the person doesn't have to wait for happiness. Here we are basically talking about the distress and the calamities, but the verse, it helps to understand that we shouldn't be working or endeavoring for the happiness to appear in our life. Ultimately, it will come. We shouldn't put in extra efforts, because the way distress is coming, happiness will also come. So, what should be the focus? Since we are talking about the boat, right? That this human body is a boat, and we have to cross the ocean of nescience. So, just imagine this human life is so precious that even the demigods and Lord Brahma, even they are, they always wish to have the birth in this, they also wish to have this human life. It's not that they don't have, uh, sense gratification. If we talk about, there is so much of opulence and so much of there is extended sense gratification. So what is the danger now? Why are they only wishing for I mean, why are they wishing to have the human life? Any yes, would you like to answer this, please? They have so much of opulence, everything, whatever they wish to, they can enjoy, but still they want to have the human life. Why is it so? Yes, please. Of the jiva, just like the regular living entities. Why do they wish to have it?
Only
To
in
undergo
this life
devotional
only. In
service.
this,
Hari bol,
in this
yes.
life only we can.
Yes,
Only
thank you,
only
Mataji and
human
Prabhuji.
life, only human life can take us back to Godhead.
Hari bol, yes. Because here only we can understand, that realization of the Lord can happen. We can really be in the under the shelter of the guru, and then we can understand how to go back, how to have revive our lost association, our lost relationship with the Lord, and then we can go back to Godhead and serve the Lord. The devotees, like, they don't even wish, okay, I don't want to go back. They don't even wish that. They just wish, wherever we are, please help me have this service of serving you, serving the Lord. Yeah. So, yes, would someone like to read, please, from here?
I'll read Mataji.
Yes, please, Mataji, please continue.
On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna said to Krishna, "Whatever you are saying is all right. I'm not this body, I'm a soul. And this is also true of everyone else. So when the body is annihilated, the soul will continue to exist. But when I see that my son is dying or my grandfather is dying, that I'm killing, how can I be solaced simply by knowing that they are not dying, but that only their bodies are changing? I'm accustomed to thinking of them with affection in terms of the body, and so there must be grief and suffering." Krishna did not deny what Arjuna said. Yes, he replied, "That's a fact. Because you are in the body, the concept of life, there must be suffering. So you must tolerate it, that's all. There's no other remedy. As mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 2.14, Lord Krishna told Arjuna, Matra sparshas kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhadah agamapayo nityastam stitiksasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of heat and cold, happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O Sikon of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Should I continue or should I
Yes,
stop here?
Mataji, please continue. No, no,
Yeah,
please continue. Yeah, it's in continuation, Mataji.
yeah. In
Yes.
America, it may sometimes be very chilly in the morning, and that may make taking one's morning bath a little difficult. But does that mean that those who are devotees will stop taking prescribed morning bath? No. Even if it's chilly, they must take this regular bath. The duty must be done, even if there's a little suffering involved. That is called tapasya or austerity. Tapasya means that we must proceed with our business of Krishna consciousness despite all the dangers and calamities of this world. This is called tapasya or voluntary acceptance of the difficulties of life.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. We'll
Hare
continue
Krishna
later.
Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
please. So, we understand it's mentioned here, no, when it is, I mean, when it is discussed between Arjuna and Krishna, that yes, why am I not going to understand? I mean, feel this kind of suffering, there is grief and suffering, and I'm really feeling, bad about it, because I really don't want to kill, because Dronacharya, and he is my guru, who is standing. I know all of them, they are like, either Acharya, very close to me. They are the family, relatives and family of Arjuna. So what happens, and Lord Krishna helps him to understand that, no, see, uh, everything, whatever is happening is at the bodily level, because you are thinking from the bodily conception of life. So materially we think, but spiritually there is no, the spirit soul. There is no killing for the spirit soul, it is not getting harmed. So you should always understand that so you're not doing the suffering. Everything is happening only with respect to the body. So only at the bodily platform. And that is the reason why you are thinking that. So if anything is happening, we should understand that this is something like the way we understand from the verse Matra Sparshas to Kaunteya. So the way it's like it's changing, right? The first, there the seasons they change. Similarly, happiness, distress, heat, cold. You should understand that these are temporary things, they are not permanent, and so ultimately they will appear, they will disappear. So this cycle will continue, but what you should understand, you have to tolerate. And why it is happening? Because when a person takes birth here, he gets an association with respect to all the with the material elements when we talk about like earth, fire, water, air, ether, and then there are the senses, knowledge acquiring senses. Then we have the sense objects are also there. So that ways we should understand working senses. So when a person comes in this particular material world, he gets associated with everything, and that is the reason why he starts feeling this. But you should understand that these are temporary. So, and what we have to do, it's not that a person should always try to go with the flow kind of a thing, right? So, there is something which is known as tapasya. And what is the meaning of tapasya? Tapasya basically helps us to understand tapasya is voluntarily we are trying to accept the difficulties or the challenges. Why? Because only to attain or advance spiritually, to attain a certain goal which is helping you to helping us to advance spiritually, in our spiritual realization, that is known as tapasya. So this is what is we should understand tapasya or the austerities. So going forward, it is mentioned that what happens, there is a very beautiful verse. I'm not able to recollect it right now, which talks about this, na chandasa. uh, I will just check and tell you that people, there are different kind of austerities they perform, that they will learn so many rhymes, and then they will also stand, as it is mentioned that sometimes those who have undertaken strict vows of tapasya, they will ignite a ring of fire all around themselves, and they will stand, in the scorching heat of sun in the hot summer. They will sit down in the middle of the fire and meditate. There are people who are doing a number of things in either in the winter, in the chilly cold of winter, they will immerse themselves in water to the neck and meditate. And these are known as tapasyas, right? These are austerities. But until and unless, what should be the purpose or the goal of these tapasyas? To invoke the attraction towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If a person is really not invoking any attraction towards the lotus feet of the Lord, and then everything is just waste, useless labor. Shram evahi kevalam. Dharma swanishthitah pumsa vishwaksena katha suyah notpadyedhyadhiratim shram evahi kevalam. If any of our occupational duties is really any duty, karma yoga, jnana yoga, if anything a person is trying to do, if it is really not invoking the attraction towards the Lord, then it is just waste, wasting of time and energy and of this precious human life as well, So I will try to find that particular verse also. And it is so easy when we're talking about the tapasyas here, because tapasya is what? Tapasya is following strict vows, right? It's very difficult. Can we really go and ignite a ring of fire, or is it really possible for a person to just go out and sit in the hot summer? Can we really do that for a long
Difficult,
time
Mataji.
and say that it is
Very
some
difficult.
kind of tapasya? Yes, Mataji, very difficult. And there are a number of things. Various people, they have different, very weird inclinations towards the things, and they call it as austerities, which should not be. It shouldn't be said considered as austerities actually, because those are whimsical actions which they are just trying to prefer according to the different mode of material nature in which they are associated. I mean, in which they are situated. So, but what do we have instead of this, all such kind of tapasyas? What we have to do? Just chant, dance, and take prasadam. And what is prasad? Bhoga. The bhoga is offered to the Lord first. Once it is offered to the Lord, when food is offered first to Lord Shri Krishna, then when we take it, it is known as prasadam because it is taken by the Lord first. So that is, so we should take prasadam, chant, dance, and take prasadam. So it's such so easy, We understand that there are three stages in chanting also, It starts with offensive chanting, then offenseless and pure chanting. But chanting is easy, I mean, we have understood, in case if we talk about Bhagavad Gita, we understand that how difficult it is. A yogi has to go and they meditate, when they go for the meditation, they have to look for a secluded place. They should have kushagras, they should sit in an upright position. Everything should be in some specific, some position. So many considerations are there. And then they have to meditate. And when you have to meditate, you should be you should be too concentrated with respect to the meditation. You should have proper control of your senses. That sense control has to happen. But is it really possible these days? People are so disturbed, that it's very difficult. So the easiest is to chant and then dance. When we dance, what we are doing, we are trying to engage our working senses in the service of the Lord. When we are chanting, what we are doing, we are trying to engage our tongue in the service of the Lord. Sevon Mukhe Jiva Do. We read it last time, right? So what we are doing, we are trying to engage our tongue in the seva of the Lord when we are chanting and when we are taking prasadam. So, but still we are unwilling. Why? Because it's not happening spontaneously from our end, right? This is something why we are doing. Because we are trying to follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada and of our uh, Guru Maharaj, right? So we are so fallen that we cannot accept even this tapasya, because that sincerity has to be there. When we talk about surrender and when we mentioned faith, what is faith basically? Faith is like, when we have the faith in the words of Lord Shri Krishna and the instructions of the Lord, it ultimately the culmination is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So just imagine, Sarva Dharman, I mean, leave every religion, abandon all varieties of religion and just take surrender and just come take my shelter, surrender unto me. Like all our pure devotees have surrendered. To start with, Srila Prabhupada. And so, in case if you can give a few examples of pure devotees who are really living the example of Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Yes, please. Pure devotees. They have lived everything only worshipping the Lord.
Prahlad.
Haridas
Prahlad
Thakur.
Maharaj. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Yes, Mataji.
Haridas Thakur.
Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur. Yes, Mataji. Hari Bol. And even Mata Kunti, as we are seeing here, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji.
Amish Maharaj. Yes, true. So true. Beautiful. So, thus we understand it's not, why it is happening, we cannot accept because that surrender is not there completely for now. It is happening, it is taking time because there are different stages also. So we are not, basically we have still not been rid of all our anarthas, so that anartha nivritti has to happen first. So that is the reason why that complete conviction in the words of the Lord is not there. And it is very easy, this tapasya, sukham kartum avyayam. It's very easy to perform, it's very pleasant. There are no restrictions like the other yogis, or different people. Like, what do they do in different kinds of practices when they talk about austerity? We won't eat anything, we'll just seclude ourselves, separate ourselves from the material world. We don't have to do anything. Are we doing anything of this sort? That are we leaving our family? No. Instead, we are looking after them more carefully now, isn't it? Have you noticed that in your life?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Why?
Mataji.
Because we are worried. Oh, this is the instruction of Lord Krishna. Why we are doing
Perspective
this?
change,
Because
Mataji. Yeah.
exactly, Mataji. So that change of mentality, that change of consciousness has come now. Because now we understand what is the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita, what is the real meaning of instructions of Lord Shri Krishna, and how is it possible? Earlier also we had Bhagavad Gita at home, right? All of you might be having it. But when did it really happen? When did it really happen? Yes, if you can share. I mean, in
Yeah.
one liners,
When
when you
Guru
was
came into our life. When Guru
Hari
came into
Bol.
our life.
Exactly, Mandaji. So when Srila Prabhupada's, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, when we understood, we started understanding his purpose, when we came under his protection and guidance, under his shelter, then only we understood, oh, this is the meaning of this particular verse. Isn't it? So
Yes,
easy it is.
Mataji.
Otherwise, people usually what tendency do they have? If you, I mean, you would have noticed at home also when there are aged people, they think, okay, you are associate if you are doing so much of chanting or some more such activities, religious activities in general, not spiritual. I mean, not about Krishna consciousness. They what do they feel? They used to get worried. Oh no, you should not leave everything. That was the tendency. That is their understanding. But this is the other way around. So this is what we understand in Krishna consciousness. We don't have to leave anything, So it is like todo nahi par jodo, add, don't delete. You have to add everything. So, so we may even, still we are not agreeable. We may even prefer to rot in the street. Some people prefer to drink and have sex and live in the street. So what can be done? So yeah, so this is the irony, But it's there, no. But we can only understand the Lord by the devotional service, and those who do not have faith, they cannot understand the Lord, right? Ashraddhana, they cannot understand, as it appears in one of the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, that Ashraddhana, they cannot understand the Lord, So this is what we understand. Yes, would someone like to read from here, please? The Krishna consciousness movement.
May I read? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
please. Yes, please, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Krishna, the transcendental holy name of God, has all potencies. Lord, you want me to read that shloka also, Mataji? Sikshashtakam.
Yes, please, Mataji. Please
Above
continue.
that, the Krishna conscious movement.
First,
Oh,
yeah,
Above
that.
that.
first from here,
Okay.
Mataji, the
Yes, yes.
Krishna consciousness movement.
Okay. The Krishna consciousness movement is giving all facilities to so that people may come here, chant, dance, live very peacefully, take Krishna prasada, and be happy. But people will not accept it. This is called misfortune. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, portraying the people of this age, therefore said, I'm so unfortunate that I have no attachment to chanting Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya prayed, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti तत्रार्पिता नियमितस्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशं मिहाजनिनानुराग शिक्षाष्टकम 2 Krishna, the transcendental holy name of God, has all potencies. Lord Chaitanya said, Krishna has unlimited potencies, and similarly, in the holy name of Krishna, there are unlimited potencies. Krishna has thousands and thousands of names, of which the name Krishna is the chief. There are no hard and fast rules for chanting. It is not that one must chant at a certain time. No, at any time one may chant. Furthermore, Krishna's name is identical with Krishna himself. Therefore, the holy name of Krishna is Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, so we understand from here that this is self-explanatory, this particular Shikshashtakam verse. In the morning when we say, we understand the Lord actually, he is indifferent from the Lord's name and the Lord, they are identical. The Krishna consciousness movement is giving us all the facilities. Just a minute. Yes, please. So, when we talk about the name Krishna, Krishna means Sarvakarshak, right? Attractive, all attractive. And this in the movement, basically, what are we doing? Uh, you know, every person might be having different inclinations. Somebody might be, I mean, there are different people. Few of them they like to dance. There are few of them they like to listen to the kirtans. Few of them they are very much inclined towards chanting. And few, I mean, obviously Krishna Prasada is what all of us take, but still many might be very much interested, in making delicacies and even having Krishna Prasadam, that ways. But the key thing is everyone is will be happy. So it is like there is one platform in which every person's requirement is being fulfilled. But people don't understand. But those are fortune souls, who are being associated with this Krishna consciousness movement. And that is why it is mentioned that you know, when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, what happens? It's like the Lord Himself is sitting on the tongue, and he's dancing, when we speak that the when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we are praying that, oh Lord, oh internal energy of the Lord, Srimati Radha Rani, please engage me in your services, right? In Lord's service and your service. And when we are saying, if you take any name in this material world, you keep on taking any name. First thing is it really going to give us any kind of benefit? Let's
No.
take any name. No, right? Even if I call out my daughter's name all the time, is it really going to benefit me? No, until and
No.
unless it is, yeah, materially also it is not going to benefit, right? No benefit at all. When we chant, when we take Lord Krishna's name, so much mercy is flowing. And spiritually, what is happening, so much of credit is getting added to the account, so spiritually, spiritually advancement is happening. And this is so easy. We are so conditioned that we cannot reach the Lord. We cannot directly receive his mercy. We can only attain it only by the mercy of Guru. When we serve our Guru, that is the way we receive the mercy of the Lord, because that is the way mercy flows. How do we do when we do the prayers for the bhoga offering? We start with our pranati, right? We are offering the bhoga to our Guru Maharaj, to Srila Prabhupada, then to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then to Lord Sri Krishna. Lord Sri Krishna, just imagine that direct connection cannot happen until and unless Guru is there. So the way the mercy is flowing there, similarly from there the mercy will flow downwards also, right? So that is why Nam Nam Akari Bahuda, you have given your so much of internal potency is there in your name itself. And Lord Krishna has thousands and thousands of name, and out of which Krishna is the chief. And no hard and fast rules also. A person can chant his name anywhere in any position. Isn't it Krishna, Krishna? Even if we keep on saying this, then also we understand that yes, we are getting connected with the Lord. Right now, we are associating with the Lord. So it is not that one must chant at a certain time. There are no rules and regulations. This is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by this particular verse, which we understand that how it is so easy in this Kali Yuga that only by the name Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Namev Kevalam, Kalau Nastev, 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 Gatir Anyatha. No other Gati is there for us, only what is the only,
No other way.
yes,
No
there is
other
no
way.
other way. Thank you, Madhij. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. That is the only possibility, opportunity for us, to get out of this particular material world. And that is only by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So therefore, the holy name of Krishna is Krishna only.
But Mataji, what about
Yes,
this name Sham Sundar? A lot of I heard many say that Sham Sundar is more than this Krishna name. What are your comments, Mataji? Well, he's in
Mataji,
Vrindavan, that's why.
Shyam Sundar, no, in that two-handed form, Shyam Sundar. Yes, Mataji, maybe I need to check. I have to consult few of the senior devotees about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I'm really not sure. I cannot comment on myself. I mean,
Okay, next
just
time,
myself.
Mataji,
I'm
next time.
sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji, I'll try. And let me just say, na chandasa nev jalagni surer. I'm not getting it right now. Na chandasa nev jalagni. There is a verse, na chandasa nev jalagni. Oh yeah, yes, Jad Bharat. So yeah, so this is the verse actually which I was talking about. Yes, Rahugane tattapsa न याति न चे जया निर्वपनात् गृहाद्वा न छन्दसा नैव जलाग्नि सूर्यैर्विना महत्पादरजोभिषेकम्. So this is like you know, if a person is doing so many austerities, but if he's really not rendering any devotional service to the Vaishnavas, to the pure devotees, then, it is waste, he's really not doing anything. He cannot attain the devotional service. Like, O King Rahugana, without taking upon, I hope it is visible, right? Do I need to increase the font?
No, no, Mataji.
No, Mata, we can see.
It's okay, can
Okay,
see.
okay. So see, this is the one. O King Rahugana, without taking upon one's head the dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee, a Mahajana or a Mahatma, one cannot attain the devotional service. Devotional service is not possible to attain simply by undergoing severe austerities and penances. You see, by gorgeously worshipping the deity or by strictly following rules and regulations of sannyasa or grihastha order, not by studying the Vedas, submerging oneself in the water, as we just saw in the chilly weather, or exposing oneself to the fire in the summer, or scorching sunlight. It's like, it's not possible, nothing. Today in the morning class, Her Grace Aishwarya Subhadra Mataji, she was discussing, she was sharing one pastime. I don't remember the name of that person. There was one devotee. He used to fan the Lord, I don't remember which place, which form of the Lord. It's like
Kanchipurna Mataji.
Kanchipurna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So he used to fan the Lord. Just imagine that is the personal service of the Lord. He's fanning the Lord and he was asking the Lord, "Oh Lord, please tell me when am I going back to Goloka?" And the Lord mentioned, "No, no, it is going to take some more janmas for you. It is not possible for you to go back in this particular life." He was like, "Why is it not possible?" He understood. I mean, because he's not serving the Vaishnavas. He was like, he was wondering, "I'm doing direct service to the Lord. I'm personally fanning the Lord." And he was a priest, So when he realized, "Oh, I'm not doing the seva of the Vaishnavas," he thought, "Okay, I'll go out and I'll serve the Vaishnavas." He left the fanning seva. He went out now, since he was the priest, and he used to talk to the Lord. He used to, so nobody was giving him seva. "Oh, you are so exalted. You are such an exalted devotee," all this thing. So ultimately, what he did, he changed his dress and the way his appearance basically, so that he can get some seva. And ultimately, he performed the seva, and then the Lord was so happy with him. He was pleased, and ultimately, he was able to go back to Godhead. Goloka. Such a nice, beautiful pastime Mataji mentioned. So yeah, so see, until and unless we do the devotional service of the Vaishnavas, when until and unless we serve the devotees, it is not possible, because by serving the Vaishnavas, there are two things which are happening. One is we are getting the mercy of the Lord, but before this, what is happening? Our purification is happening. We are at least becoming eligible to be remembered. At least the Lord will at least glance to us. He won't glance directly, and we are not even eligible to be glanced. But because of Guru, okay, he is coming in this parampara. Because of the Guru's, what do we call that? Um, there is a word, no specific word, which happens when a person is very famous and their kids also they get. Dai bhag is one, but from the other world, material world, what
Sukruti Mataji.
No, no, Mataji, we understand Dai Bhag, right? The person has a rightful claim, but in the material world, there is some specific word we could use, no? If a person is a kid of a
Inheritance of
celebrity,
property, like inheritance of property.
inheritance, yeah. If a person is a kid of a celebrity or something, they get first, uh, you know, everywhere they get the first chance, that ways. So I'm not getting the word, but this is what I mean. So it is only by the Guru's mercy that okay, the person is in this disciplic succession. It is because of the Guru. Srila Prabhupada has mentioned this in one of his. This is what we have heard, right? That Srila Prabhupada says that we are not eligible. It is only because of Srila Prabhupada we will be able to go back, because he is going to do, on our end he is going to discuss it with the Lord, right? There is something, no, which is mentioned something like this. Have you heard it?
No, Mataji, what is that?
No more.
Uh, that in one of this thing, it was. I'll share it. I'll try to find it and I'll share that, in which it is mentioned that we know you are, when in which Srila Prabhupada says, "No, you are not eligible, but because of me, you will be able to go back to Godhead." Something like this, Mataji's. Because see, we
Mataji,
are conditioned souls.
Mataji, make a note of it, these 2 points. This
Yes,
one and
please,
the other one.
please tell me. One is this, the other is.
Other one is that name, no, Krishna and Shyam Sundar.
Okay, okay. Yes, Mataji.
So next week when you come, you can tell us, Mataji.
Sure, Mataji. I'll try to find it with the devotees, senior devotees.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, we'll continue just a quick, we'll try to finish it. I just thought I will try to attempt
Mataji,
so soon.
Prabhupada
Yes,
said
please.
that he has given the eligibility, Mataji, to chant.
Yes,
Not that
yes,
we
yes.
have our own, eligibility. He has
We don't
given the
have.
eligibility.
That is true, Mataji. So true.
Correct.
No, Mataji, even for going back also, we are not eligible to
Mataji,
go
he
back on
says
our
that
own.
he'll take us through the back door.
That
That is
is
what
there.
he said.
That is true. Yeah, that is from back door. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, we'll just try to quickly cover this one. Would someone like to read this, please? I'll just take a minute.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, please, Mataji.
We should not think that Krishna is living in his abode, Goloka Vrindavana, and that his name is different from him. In the material world, of course, in the material conception, a name is different from the fact it represents. But in the absolute world, there are no such differences. The name is as potent as Krishna is. We have a tongue, and if we use this tongue to chant Hare Krishna, we shall immediately come directly in touch with Krishna, because the name Krishna and the person Krishna are not different. We may think that Krishna is far, far away, but in fact, Krishna is within us. He is far away, but at the same time, He is the nearest. But even if we think that Krishna is far, far away, His name is present. We can chant Hare Krishna and Krishna will immediately become available. Krishna is available in this easy way for which there are no hard and fast rules. We can chant at any time and immediately Krishna of Krishna. Therefore,
Thank you,
Chaitanya
Mataji.
Mahaprabhu. Yeah, Mata. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. We'll just cover up to this one since it is in continuation. So, yes, we have understood, right, that Abhinatvam Nam Namina, right? That name is, there is no difference between Lord Krishna and his name. And therefore, when we chant Hare Krishna, when we are saying Hare Krishna, it's ultimately we are, calling out for the Lord, So he is, we are calling him. So even though we understand Lord is far, far away, but he is present in our heart as the super soul, right? He is the Paramatma who is situated within the heart of every living entity. And we understand there are no hard and fast rules of chanting. We can chant anytime, immediately. Actually, this is the mercy of the Lord, that we understand, and how easy it has become in Kali Yuga, that just by chanting my name you can attain me. Because in other yugas it is different, so that is why we understand that there has to be meditation, and then there is temple, elaborate temple worship, then there are sacrifices, yagyas, right? So how difficult it is. In Satyuga it was meditation. Then we had then we have Dwapar Yuga and Treta Yuga. So in Dwapar Yuga we had elaborate temple worships, right? And then we have yagyas, sacrifices in the Treta Yuga. So in the Kali Yuga, it is so easy because we can't meditate. We are like, the mind is so flickering. So the only thing that is possible is to chant the holy name of the Lord. And even though he is there, he is so, as we have covered, Krishna is far, far away. He's in the Goloka, but at the same time, he's present within us in the form of super soul. Not only the super soul, he's present with us in the form of our Guru. So, this is so beautiful, that we can seek his guidance through our spiritual master. And that is the way he guides us from within and without. So, this is what we understand. Thank you. I hope I'm able to add some value. Thank you so much. Vancha kalpatarubhesya kripa sindhubhya patita nam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha
वैष्णव
nanto
नमः।
Gauri Vaishnav Vrinda ki
नंदमूरि
jai.
वैष्णव की जय
Srila
श्रील
Prabhupada
प्रभुपाद
ki jai.
की जय।
Sri Maharaj ki jai.
थैंक
Sri
यू माता जी।
Rajaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Thank you
jai.
so much.
Jai God Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू
Dandavat
माता
Pranam.
जी।
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Mata.
Dandavat
Dandavat
Pranam. Thank you,
Pranam.
Mataji.
Thank you. Do we have any questions or realizations? I'm sorry, I just took another 3 minutes extra. But
Hare
still,
Krishna,
in
Mataji.
case everyone has something.
Mataji, we
Yes.
can recite Kunti Stuti in the mood like, to please Lord, just by reminding him his pure devotees.
That's what I asked Mataji in one of the sessions, and actually I got mixed comments, Mataji. So in one class, I got to know that we don't. Am I ready for that surrender, wherein I can welcome all the calamities? Did you understand? We are
Yes,
not
yes.
in that position that whatever has happened with Kunti
Yeah,
Maharani, are we strong enough? No. But
yeah.
yes, in another class, I understood that okay, as a prayer we can do. So Mataji, I'm confused about this. So I
Because I
could
am
not.
reciting every day. Because I am reciting every day,
I was
Mataji.
doing it. I stopped, but I don't know,
But
Mataji.
some other
What
Shiksha Guru told me that you're not supposed to stop it. If you are doing it, don't stop it because you are just reminding his pure devotee, nothing else. If Gajendra Moksha and all, you
True,
can
true,
recite
very
that.
true. So
Yeah.
beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, what I thought, we can recite saying, okay, this is Kunti Maharani's prayer, who is your pure devotee of the Lord. So please accept it as an offering. That ways we can go ahead. This is what I feel. This is my personal
Exactly.
feeling, Mataji.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat
Thank you, Mataji.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.